Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Closers. Today we have Rob Silva. He is a real estate agent and he's also somebody that bought his first house hacking property. So in this video, we're going to share how he actually showed a property and ended up buying it for himself as a house hack and some of the financial benefits that has come along with that purchase. So let's dive right into the video. Welcome to Coffee with Closers. In this series, we interview top real estate producers that are out there making big things happen in the real estate industry. That way you can learn from their failures and their big wins so you can start winning more in your real estate business. Welcome to Coffee with Closers. So we have Rob on the show today. Rob, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So this is a cool episode because, I truly believe agents should be buying their own properties. When a good deal comes up, you should pull the trigger and buy it. It's one of the keystones to building wealth. And I feel like not every agent does that. And a lot of agents just go on through this career and never build any real wealth. Like they're on this hamster wheel.
Yep.
They go from commission check to commission check to commission check, and they have no real foundation of wealth behind them. And I think that's a big mistake.
Yep.
So in this video, I wanted to have Rob on and I wanted him to come on and share his story on how he showed a property and then it ended up actually buying the property once he realized it was a good deal and how that has actually impacted him in a good way financially. So Rob, let's talk about how that happened.
Yeah, so as you had said, I was showing a property to one of my investors. We had just sold her condo in Newport. We were trying to do the 1031 thing. We were running out of time.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So we had come across this property and it checked all the boxes for her. She wanted to do, try another college market. So we were going to try URI in a location where she could actually Airbnb.
Yes. That's big now.
Yeah.
That's a big
do the
move.
short-term rentals.
Yeah.
And
Good cash flow.
Exactly. Yep. So long story short, it didn't pan out with her. But I took another look at the property. I loved it. I was in a position where I could make that kind of investment. I had a plan to go with it. So I pulled the trigger on it.
Nice.
And, a lot of agents or a lot of people, can an agent make money off of selling or buying their own property?
Yep.
And I did make a commission off of it.
That's huge.
Yeah, and it covered my first, 2-3 mortgage payments, which was great.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's the best part. So when I bought my property as well, I got the commission on it. And
Yeah.
it's a great way to kind of leverage being an agent. You represent yourself. It's some money to put down towards your down payment or make a couple payments the first couple months. It's a great thing.
Yeah. So I knew I had that going for me. And the more I thought about it, I was like, I would be so stupid to pass up on this deal. I'm familiar with college markets. I know how to rent to those students. I've been around short-term rentals my whole life. I grew up on Cape Cod, Mass, and my family had real estate.
Yes.
So this is something that we would do. I was comfortable with it, and it also challenged me enough, to want to make a decision to do it. Long story short, we closed the deal. I got paid. And what I wanted to do was, I always thought my first deal would be a house hack or it'd be a multifamily. I'd buy one unit, rent out the second or third unit.
Yeah.
This was just a single family, but I had to have it because of the short-term rental possibilities.
That's huge. Yeah.
And I'm still house hacking it in a way. I'm renting out the downstairs. It's a raised ranch with a finished basement.
Nice.
It has 2 separate rooms. So the people I'm renting to is my roommate and his girlfriend from college.
Nice.
So we share some areas, but when you've been living with somebody for 4 years, you kind of
get used to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not something I want to do forever, but it was a way for me to get into this deal at such a young age. And also really shaved down my living expenses. I was paying rent in Newport for the 4th year. And, after doing this deal, I've shaved my living expenses by about 70%.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Because they say, what is it? The biggest expense you have is usually your living expenses, then your
Exactly.
car payment, and then
Yep.
so on and so forth. But that's huge as an agent to be able to cut down a lot of that big payment every month
Yep.
because you know how it is. I mean, some deals, some months you have like huge months and you make a ton of commission.
Yep.
Other months it's a little lean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
having that payment, cut by 70% is a big deal too.
Yeah, especially when you, like you say, you don't know exactly where you're going to be. It's hard to budget as an agent. It's very hard to
It
budget.
is.
And I had actually lost a few deals. After I had bought this property, and I was so thankful I had done it because I didn't have to pay as much at the end of the month. To answer your question, the main question, I think agents have to be buying their own real estate.
I like it.
How can you sell something if you don't believe in it yourself?
It's true.
Yeah. And I think if you're in a position to do it and you want to be a landlord, I think it can be a great investment. And I think, you're going to make a commission off of it as well.
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have that background income, that wealth building that's going on while you're out there selling real estate anyway, but you might have a foundation of $1,000, $2,000 a month coming in at some point, which is a nice base. You know?
Yeah. It also makes you a better agent too. I mean,
True.
My credibility with my clients has gone through the roof now that I've gone through the process myself. I know the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings that are going through my clients' heads. So I'm able to relate with them even more so than I was as just an agent. Now I'm a homeowner and investment property owner. I can relate to my investor clients better. I can relate to my first-time home buyers better. And it all comes full circle. It's all in the same, these two businesses, investing and selling real estate really tie into each other.
They do,
So
it's not like they're totally separate things.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, oh, I own a hair salon here and I own a car business here. And it all blends, which is good.
100%.
They're kind of, symbiotic businesses in a way, which is great.
Definitely.
It's great. So that's huge. Do you have any advice to an agent out there that might be on the fence? They're thinking about doing it, but maybe they're like kind of afraid to have tenants, or they're afraid to be a landlord.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say you need to look in the mirror. Are you ready for it? Maybe you can't afford it, but you're not ready to have to be a landlord. You have to make some hard decisions. You have to, be harsh with your tenants at times.
Yes.
If that's not you, I don't recommend doing it. I think more problems, could arise from it. But I think if you realize the benefits and you're willing to do, those hard things and make those hard decisions, I think it's going to bring you a wealth of success.
I agree with that. So if you have questions about house hacking, definitely drop it in the comment section below, and we will do everything we can to get back to you. And if you like this kind of content about real estate investing, being a real estate agent, being a real estate broker, and just being a real estate entrepreneur in general, smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have an awesome day.